Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bikers Shenanigans Child Abuse. This is one of my first and foremost videos. I'm here with a guest that she's not going to be shown on the screen, but she's going to be telling her story about her past sexual abuse that happened how many years ago?
7.
7 years ago.
Maybe less.
Okay. We won't tell you her name, by the way. But another reason why I'm doing this video is because a lot of people in society...
10 years ago.
10 years ago. A lot of people in society, what they do is they tend to forget, you know, local pedophiles and so on like that who are registered. So what we're here to do is to refresh everyone on this first pedophile here in Kelowna, British Columbia. Okay, now, start from the very beginning. How did you end up in this guy's house?
I was a foster child, and the ministry put me in, the foster ministry for children and families put me on this foster home. I was 11 years old on November 28, 1999. I moved in. I was tired of moving because I moved from a lot of foster homes. I was tired of moving in and out. And he said, "Oh, this will be your last home."
He said that?
Yeah. And I was scared at first because he, to me, felt really awkward and different.
Mm-hmm.
And he was always lifting weights and always was a minister of a church, and yeah, he was different. Anyway.
A minister of a church?
Yeah.
Which church?
For old folks for Windsor Manor.
Here in Kelowna, British
Yeah.
Columbia. How long after you moved in did the abuse start?
A year after.
A year after?
Yeah.
Did he make any other type of sexual inclinations within the first year before any sexual abuse occurred?
Yeah, he asked to come in the shower with me.
How many times?
3 or 4 when his wife was out.
Oh, so he's married?
Yeah.
Is he still married to this lady
Yes.
to this day? Okay, now we're going to get a little bit more detail here. What exactly would this guy do to you? His first assault to you, what did he do? How did he get even it started with you?
His wife would go to Bible study on Thursday nights, and I'd go to bed and he would come in and rob me different places, and tell me that he loved me and he was the best, and that...
What did you feel at the time that he was doing this? How did you feel when he was doing this to you at the very first moment?
Not safe at all. Very scared. Very emotionally scared and
confused
and wondering what he was doing, because I was just turning into a lady, I guess.
How old were you turning?
I was 12.
So you're turning 13?
Yeah.
Don't worry, you're not the only one. You're not the only victim. And I can hear it in your voice that you're very upset, so don't worry about it. You're not the only one out there. There's going to be people out there reading and watching this, and they're going to be victims just like you.
And he touched me in my breasts, and I was just growing them, so it was kind of weird to me.
Well, that would be, right? You've never even experienced any sexual intercourse at all at that age, so this is a shock, it's a scare,
yeah.
Right? It puts you into some sort of shock.
Yeah.
It definitely would. Right. So, how long did this happen?
From 12 years old to 16.
So 4 years. 4 years, and he did this how many times within that period?
Too many to count.
How often would he approach you to do this stuff? Was it pretty much almost every time his wife left to Bible study?
Yeah.
And so
or even when she went on vacation, she'd leave for a week to Edmonton. So it was every night then.
Oh, harsh. I'm sorry to hear that.
Then he got me to touch him, which is where he grabbed my hand like this and like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So how did that make you feel today, though? Because you're how old now?
I'm 25 now.
And how do you feel? Have you're still not over it, right?
No. Don't
How-
think I'll ever will be.
How does it affect your everyday life?
Uh,
Like with Howie, like, does it keep you from getting that type of normal closeness that everybody else has? It
Yeah.
does.
it does.
And you love Howie, right?
I do love Howie, yeah.
But you know, I bet it hurts that you can't get that close to him because you try.
I do try. But I can't. Flashbacks come back, so I can't. Of him abusing me, it comes back, so I get scared and then we stop.
Now this guy, he still lives in town, right?
Yes.
In Kelowna. Is he
Yeah.
still a pastor?
I don't know about that, but I know he's still in town, and I know he's still living in the same house and everything.
So he's in the same house, and he's still got the neighbors that like him, and they say hello to
Yeah,
him.
I
And
guess so. Yeah.
so society's, like I said, pretty much forgotten about this guy's convictions, and they're tipping their hats to the guy, right?
Yeah, and he's seeing his grandchildren and
And he's seen his grandchildren and everything. So yeah.
yeah.
Would it feel better for you if we helped by exposing this guy a little bit, maybe help going to his house, ensuring everybody in the community knows that this guy is a pedophile and put him to the shame that he does deserve?
Well, I'm mad because he got out of jail early for good behavior.
So when he went to court, you did charge him, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did it come about? How did you come forward with it? And with who did you come forward with
I
it?
went to a camp, and I told my counselor because I was getting tired of it, and I didn't want to go back to the house. So I told the counselor, and then she phoned my social worker, and I went and I left.
And so they charged him. How much time was he sentenced?
I'm not sure, but I know he got out 6 months early.
How much time do you know he served?
I don't know. I think 6 months, and then I think he was supposed to do another 6 months or something.
So he only pretty much just got a year?
Yeah.
For all those years of doing that to you?
Yeah.
He just gets a small amount of time. Isn't that sick? That is sick. Well, I'm here because I'm going to refresh everyone's memories on who this guy's name is. His name is Tim Newman, here in British Columbia. His address is 2628 Springfield Road here in British Columbia. And we plan on actually doing a video. We're going to go to his door. We're going to knock. And legally, when he asks us to leave the property, we do have to leave the property, but we will be recording every action that we do because the law seems to be insufficient when it comes to these issues. There's... How much counseling did you get for this after it?
I didn't get counseling right away. I just got counseling 2 years ago now, or a year and a half ago now.
Is it helping?
It's helping, but it should have happened right away.
How long did it take for them to put you into counseling?
Well, 16 to 23. So.
We still good on that? Okay, well, like I said, the guy's name is Tim Newman, 2628 Springfield Road here in British Columbia, Kelowna. And this is what we do. This is Bikers United Against Child Abuse. And I'm really sorry to hear about what happened. And no matter, we're always going to be here to help you. Howie's, he's a good guy, right? We love Howie. Howie loves you. You got a really good relationship going on. We'll definitely help you out. We're this is what we do. So anyway, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video. I really hope you share this. Is there anything else that you want to add to anybody? Is there anything that you want to say to people, other victims, anybody watching this video?
I hope they can speak up, because the more you speak up, the more better it gets. And I hope that this doesn't happen to any other kids in foster homes, because it's not right. And it should be reported right away.
And I really think that you should have got some type of victim services assistance. You should have got some type of funding for that. That was a lot of years to have to go through something like that. So thank you for coming on. Thank you definitely for being with her, for support. You're a really good lover. You're a good man. And thank you, cameraman, for holding the camera for me. You're awesome. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for watching. This is Bikers and Against Child Abuse here in British Columbia. I'm John Anderson, president and founder. Thank you, and have a good day. Anyway, so this is video number, I don't know, but anyway, we're heading towards the church. The church we're in. Is that the tan vehicle right there, that van? Yeah. Ho, 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 ho. Looks like we have a jackpot. Do you know what he looks like?
No.
Damn it. Only she does. She didn't want to come. Okay. Stay here. Yeah. Turn around. Keep this in here for me, would you? All right, buddy. Hello? I'm looking for Tim Newman. No, he is not expecting me.
You finally just have to do this.
Do you want me? I'm Tim.
You're convicted of a sexual offense.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be around children.
That was, how many years ago was that? It was in 2005. And I had an order for about 18 months. So, why are you bringing it up?
Because we're exposing local pedophiles locally. Because people in society tend to forget about people like you, and we gotta raise the awareness.
You want to bring it back up again because that was in the past and that would never happen again.
Yeah, that's what they all seem to say. But we gotta be sure, right?
It hasn't happened.
As a victim, I abused myself.
My grandchildren, my children and grandchildren all trust
7
me.
years with this girl, man. 7
I'm
years.
sorry?
How many years straight with this adopted kid? Not adopted, fostered. You fostered this kid for how many years? And you did that to for how many years? And you say you're not going to do it again?
It hasn't happened again. It won't happen again.
How many years? 4? It was more than 4 years that you did that to that girl.
So, but I'm just trying to figure out why, what your motive is there.
The motive is we expose people like you.
I've been exposed.
Oh no, but people forget, and then people start tipping their
You want
hat.
to keep bringing it up.
That's what we do. We do what the police aren't allowed to do. You see? You see?
Yeah. Okay,
There's a more vigilant now community here. A service for people that are abused.
so what do you want to do?
Nothing.
What's your plan?
My plan is just I'm here exposing you right now. Like, that's what I'm doing. This is Tim Newman.
Okay, so what do you plan to do with this picture?
It's going to be on the World Wide Web. You're registered.
The registry stops in about a year.
It doesn't stop with us. There's no registry with Bikers United Against Child Abuse, right? When your register expires, it doesn't with us. You did what you did. She's a damaged kid for the rest of her life, and how the hell are you going to make up for that? Tell me that. How are you going to make up for all the shit that she went through?
There's no way to make up for that. I agree, that was a massive failure. But tell me...
And as a pastor, you're a disgrace. I'm dead serious. As a believer in God myself, you're a disgrace. You were at the time.
No, I wasn't.
What were you? You were going to church. Your wife would leave, and then you did.
We were going to church here, but I wasn't a pastor. I'm a carpenter by trade.
Right.
And you couldn't pay me enough money to do that again. My children...
What drove you? Just tell me that.
I don't feel like I should lay myself bare before you because you want to have some kind of power over me, but
I don't have a power.
well, you do have.
I'm
power.
on the same level.
You do have power. You can.
Yeah, but I'm trying to understand you, and so is everybody else in the community and in the world. You got to try to understand what drove you to that, and then what drove you, and then
you
what
want to
made
come
you
to my
stop
house
that.
sometime and talk to me, but this is not a good time to talk to me.
Yeah, that's right. You're lucky I'm talking to you quietly, because usually I go in and I burst it out. So I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you
If
quietly.
you want to come to my house sometime and have a chat, but we
That'd be good.
have children in the house all summer. Our children are coming. We have 5 kids.
Right, but you
And
shouldn't
our
be around
grandkids, our grandkids are around all summer, so I don't need to come. Do you want to come in the fall sometime and everything's fine? I don't mind talking to you.
All right. Because people need to understand.
But I really wish
Did you see me change?
I hope you don't put my picture online because
This is what we do. This is my job.
you have to do it. You feel you have to do it.
This is my job. To protect these kids, damn right. People got to be aware and be known.
I believe in protecting
I don't
children
know
too,
you.
but
I don't know you. You could do this again.
well then,
You from your own.
I don't know you either.
Right.
So what I'm saying
police
to you
know
is,
me.
what I'm saying to you is that by doing what you're doing,
I'll even give you a business card. That's
It's mostly sore. It's mostly sore because last night, 10 o'clock last night, I go outside and lay on her
do you
hammock.
have a regular job?
This is what I do.
Nice out here though. It's
I'm founder and president.
breeze.
I'm on location
How are you
right now.
No,
supported?
I went back inside. I'm like, let's go
How are
camping.
you supported?
I was in a bike accident, so I'm on a disability. I put my disability into this organization. I spent my money back
So
into it for these kids.
are you supported by government funds and insurance money? I have to work in the real world. I'm a carpenter. I'm a self-employed carpenter. And if you do something like what you're saying you're going to do, you could definitely affect my ability to earn a living.
That's right.
Why do you want to do that?
And you can't sue me or anything.
Why do you want to do that though?
It's what I do. People need to
So
know.
you don't believe in forgiveness. You don't believe in starting over. You don't believe
Forgiveness,
in
dude.
You don't
The
believe
guy
in,
that molested me when I was fucking 5 years old. I want to find this guy and I want to chop him
you
up.
don't believe in these second chances. You don't believe in restoration. You don't believe in
I don't, because I missed out on my whole childhood because of what happened
So
to me.
everyone else is going to pay because of what happened to you. There's no
Not everyone
forgiveness.
has to pay. I gotta make up for it.
There's no forgiveness in your heart.
For stuff
So
like
you've
that,
got
it's really
this-
hard to forgive, my friend.
Well,
And I'm not too cooped up in the whole church.
I guess
thing,
you're not a
you know?
Christian because forgiveness is our favorite word. If it wasn't for forgiveness, we could never start over. And you've never experienced forgiveness, so you don't know what that means. But I do. So I know what it means for me to be able to be forgiven. I can forgive myself. My children have forgiven me. My wife has forgiven me. I don't know about Angie, but I know that she's in God's hands. I haven't tried to.
She's still hurt, man. She's lost her whole life, her whole childhood. She's let herself
Okay,
go.
you're saying I don't know about that because I haven't tried to contact her. But I know that.
You people do need to know.
But I know that the same God who loves me loves her, and He can love her. He can have someone else that can help to heal her and make her life new again. That can happen. I can't do it. My chance was there, and I didn't take my chance to care for her and to nourish her. I used it. So that's something I have to live with. But I know what the power of God. I know what He did for me.
You know, if I did that, honestly, I couldn't live with myself. I would
I
have to
couldn't
hang
either.
myself.
I considered it. I considered taking my life. But because I'm a Christian, because of what God does in forgiveness, it was better for me to live than not to live. Because I can do good. I can do the right thing. I can pray that God will help her to have someone that will help to heal her, and that can happen. The things God did things for me that He couldn't have done. Like I know when what I did that God He gave me a great.
Does everybody know
He
what
gave
He
me
did?
yes, and this family did because I went away and I came back and they welcomed me back.
That's amazing.
Well, it is amazing because God gave me a great big spanking. I went away for 6 months, and when I came back there that I worked for, I said, "I need you to work back for me. You're a good worker, and I want you back." My wife took me back. My children took me back. We have 15 grandchildren, and they all know about it. But if it hadn't been for forgiveness, I could have been out on the street without a house, without a job. I could have been totally rejected. But because of forgiveness,
But you should have been.
I should have been in hell. It's a punishment. It's a sin punishable by death. I should have been. It's that bad. It was a massive failure. But because of forgiveness, and that's the biggest word I know in the Christian life. That's the only way that we can start over again. Is accept God's forgiveness. Doesn't mean that we're free of consequences. I'm living with the consequences my whole life through. Right now I'm applying for a waiver. And I was talking to a guy. Do you know Bridges to New Life? They help guys reintegrate into society. Like he's Rob Baskin, the guy that runs Bridges to New Life. He helps guys who've been incarcerated get back in society. And he actually, when he was younger, he was convicted of some theft and some assault or something. And that was when he was maybe in his early teens. Now he's maybe 50. But and he got a waiver. And he said, when I try and cross the border, even though I have a pardon for many years and I have a waiver, I get to the border and they really make it hard on me. They embarrass my wife, they embarrass me. And so he lives with that, even that small little thing, he lives with that for his whole life. So I know that there's consequences. There's consequences. Hey, Maddie.
I don't want to
go by your mom.
So I covered it up.
Go by your mom.
You're very lucky.
I know there's consequences. Well, forgiveness is, again, it comes back
I
to
don't forgive. It's so hard for me to forgive. Until I find this guy myself, I can't forgive none of you. Until I find the guy that did it to me, there's just no way.
Yeah, you could experience God's forgiveness, and you could.
And I think God is really pushing me to do this.
I don't believe God's pushing you to extract vengeance on people and to keep bringing up the past, because I had one. No,
thank you. But the past is what made builds the future, my friend. Her past, what happened to her, and her past built that shitty future that she had. You see what I'm saying? So
I'm
the
not
past
saying
always
that.
has to be brought up.
The thing is, you keep bringing it up and you keep living in the past, and then you don't have a future. You look at the past, you learn from the past. If you dwell in the past, it's going to destroy you. What's your name?
My name's John Anderson.
John Hunter. Anyway, if you keep living in the past, it'll utterly destroy you.
Well, I'm living in it. Oh, you trust me, I'm living in it.
You can be free from that, John.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to teach these kids, so I'm doing them the favor, so they can have the future, because there's no way I can get out of mine. So I'm giving them their future. I don't have one, except this.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I'm asking you please not put my picture on the web. It wouldn't make a difference in the quality of my life. It would definitely be a negative. It would also be a negative for my whole family, for my grandchildren, for my wife.
It's no different than the media coming up and doing a story on it.
Well, no one has ever done that.
Now they have.
Yeah, but I'm asking you not
I got the website, I even work alongside with the RCP, give them information on what they find on Facebook and stuff like that, shutting them down.
I'm asking you not to do it because I can't see the upside. Like I said, you couldn't pay me enough money to be in.
Well, so nice you get to have the nice little lifestyle. She's sitting there, she's in shambles. You know what? I wanted her to confront you and face you. You know, she still couldn't do that. She still can't do that. When I did the interview with her on my show, that is exposing you and your name and your address on the show on YouTube, right? She couldn't show her face on camera. I had to take the camera off set and have it just on me. That's how damaged she is. And you're sitting here with a happy, go-lucky lifestyle. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what really irks me. You guys get to have all this forgiveness and all this and that, and then she hurts.
If I could make
She's
that,
in pain.
if I could make it better, I would, but I know I can't. So she's in God's hands, and God's crazy about it. He's crazy about me. He's crazy about you, and He wants us all to be loved by somebody, by a group, because He loves us so much. When He gave Angie to us, I didn't love her properly, so He took her. He gave me a great big spanking. He punished me. When I got out of prison, the government sued me for $40,000. Basically, took back all the money that we made when we had it. I also lost about $100,000 in lost wages and also lawyers' fees. So, I mean, I've been financially.
So, what about these guys? I'll give you an example. There's a guy named John Astor in Australia. Because he's rich and he makes the other money, he gets what's called a non-conviction. And do you know what a non-conviction is? It's a special charge of conviction. It's made for the elite type of people that have money so that they don't lose all their money. They can still keep making the government money. So they get what's called a non-conviction. See, the government's helping these people out. They're just making them sick. Right? You may have changed, but you know how many people are in this town that are sexual offenders? They still keep doing it. Remember the Rutland issue a few years, 4 years back? 4 years back? Or we got last name Stevens?
I don't recall. Was he a football player?
Oh, no, I don't know. It was just some guy that was walking around Rutland just pulling girls and raping them.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a few, so
They don't have sales, you know. They don't. There's no registry. They don't get. They don't have to tell people.
Well, I mean, I've been under it for 10 years, and it's going to be drop off in one more in 2015, but I'd have to stay in Kelowna. If I ever leave for more than 7 days, I have to tell them where I have, where I was. So, yeah, there's been severe restrictions. And the only reason I want to get a travel waiver is because we have one of our children lives in Hawaii, and they want us to come over and visit them. And my wife's folks live in Chicago. So I can't cross the border to visit family or to be with family. And I want
Why don't they just come here?
Well, not always that easy. So what I want to be able to do is, as I get older, I want to be able to enjoy life with my kids and grandkids. I don't want to have to be left out. Well, yeah, Grandpa can't come to the family meeting because he committed an offense against some girl. So it keeps coming up.
You know what's funny though is the government took all this money from me, but you know what? She never seen a fucking red cent of it.
Well, that's my thing. Like, except what can I can't fight that and say where's this money going. I know she didn't get it.
She can still bring it up again and sue you civilly.
I don't think she can because she was a ward of the state and.
Doesn't matter though. It's a civil matter. Civilly, she couldn't because she was a ward of the state and the government got money on her behalf, and then once it's done, it's done. Yeah, but now because of the past and how it's built up to her future, how she's so damaged, she can still go back.
Apparently she can't.
Sounds like you looked into this.
No.
You probably tried to cover every angle.
No, I didn't. I didn't know how to cover angles because I was completely new to the whole thing, the prison system. I never been there before. I never used anybody before.
Oh, it's a tough system. I've even done time in the States.
Say what?
I've even done time in the States. Tough system.
You did time in the States?
Oh, yeah. I crossed the border because I loved the girl. I didn't have a green card. So I walked across. That's how much I love people.
Listen.
But I'm going to let you go.
We're supposed to, our children are coming from Edmonton or Calgary today, so we need to get home.
And I don't want to intrude anymore with any more questions probably you're going to be asked, so.
Yeah. I really hope you don't
call me and talk to me later.
Okay. I can. You want to talk to me?
Maybe. We'll see about that. I got to ask the other guys. We have to have a sit down. This is a real club, so I got to talk to both guys. And I got to sit down.
I'm open to that, but I want to show you that before I made anything, I was never a people who challenge. Anything I ever got to from the agent for was brother. You look for right now, there's nothing happened. And nothing happened since Andrew, and nothing's ever happened.
When you find the people that have it, they're older, but actually you don't find them, talk to them, and ask them. Say one person did it before, and there was something.
Yeah.
You come forward.
I understand where you're coming from, but
There's a lot of people that
if you want to know obviously then going
I don't know, it's kind of weird for me because I'm a victim and I'm talking to the one who did it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of anger right there, right?
I don't know what things in my life led to what happened there because I wasn't looking for someone like Andrew. Yeah, I wasn't, but I wasn't.
There was this perversion of lust is what you had,
I
man.
wasn't looking for a relationship with a young girl because I'd never done that before. So like.
You had sexual urges, that's all.
Well, there was maybe some unresolved things for me when I was younger, and I don't know where that came from. That might have been built in because of something from my folks, but I don't know about that. And I don't want to blame anybody. Well, I don't want to blame anybody for a bad decision. I know it was a massive failure. I know I've experienced God's forgiveness, so I've forgiven myself, and I can live in that forgiveness, and I can also offer it too. But without that, I'd be sunk. I'd be totally sunk. I wouldn't be alive today. I would have taken it. But
the anger that I have would say almost like, sure, I'm just so angry. I'm so angry. The man that did it to me, his name is Emo Dash too, and I still can't find this guy. He's that good.
yeah.
Alright? Lured me down into the basement when I was supposed to be babysat and told me what to do to him.
And tell me, John, if you don't somehow accept forgiveness and opportunities, it's going to destroy you.
Destroy me?
It'll destroy you.
I feel like I'm already destroyed my friend.
Well, it can get so much worse. You can walk away from it. You can experience God's forgiveness and it can change.
Like you're saying, like God's going to strike me with lightning or give me a heart attack because I'm exposed to you.
Well, no, but what it does to you, even from a health standpoint of view, it's going to destroy you physically. Your health is you're going to lose your health because bitterness and resentment. It said if you're resentful against somebody or if you're bitter, you may well dig two graves, one for him and one for you because it's going to destroy you too.
Emo's already destroyed me. The guy that did it, he
Did he?
already destroyed me. I've tried to change it. I've tried to have a happy lifestyle, but you know what? I
It
can't.
has to be through Jesus. You can't do. No one can do it by themselves. It has to be through Jesus. I am the way, the truth, and life. He's the light. There's only
Why
life
don't you
in one
ask
person,
Jesus
that's
why
the
we
way.
have to dig a hole to poop in the ground? Why don't you ask Jesus why we have to wear shoes on our feet to walk around? No other species has to.
Because everything in the whole world belongs to Him. He made the world. He made us. He gives us strength. He keeps us living. We live in Him. We live and move and have our being. When I did that, I was basically disobeying Christ. I was living my own life, and I was getting something for myself. It was a massive mistake, and He said to me, "I love you, but I'm going to give you a great big spanking," and He did. I said, "I would discipline."
I'll tell you what, you get back, you call me, you know the number, that's the hotline. Even kids that are cyberbullied, like Amanda Todd, phone me for support because I've been through everything. I've been spit on, kicked, beaten, I've been tossed, I've been picked on all my life, beaten, right? And you're lucky because the last guy that I just confronted that's ripped off medicinal marijuana from another guy I confronted. We got into a little tussle, right? It's a good thing you ain't a little physical guy. But be thankful I didn't burst it out because usually I go into places and say this man's da-da-da, convicted, da-da-da-da-da, right?
Well, you can do what you can do, John. I can't stop you. But I'm just saying to you that there's no upside to what you, in this case, there's no upside to this for anybody. Because I know what I did.
So I'm supposed to forgive you. I don't even know you, but I'm supposed to forgive you. You did the hurt.
The offense wasn't against you, so you don't have to forgive me.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, it's not against me.
I was going to say, because the defense wasn't against you.
No, thanks.
Go ahead, take one.
No, I don't need it.
They're so brown you can make a banana pie. I mean,
My offense was against, first of all, Jesus, then it was against my family, then it was against my grandchildren, it was against Andrew, it was against my whole social circle.
do you think what I'd be doing would be against God? Putting your face out there?
He
So
was
if I was
one-
CTV, who's I think you're going to say this whole so what am I? They're going to your thought.
Okay, here's how it works in business life.
I think if you just recently did this, I'm going to try to make sure. Like if a pedophile recently did this, the cops don't do nothing, the system doesn't do nothing. I'm going to deal with it before the cops do it to the guy. That's how serious. Yours is past. Okay, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt before ruining you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but when it comes to things I do, here's how I do my life now. Whatever I have, whatever I am, and whatever I desire belongs to Jesus. So I don't have a right to my life.
So when you look at a kid, you don't desire him. You're
Well,
like,
back then, I was taking something for myself that I had no, because she didn't belong to me, she belonged to Christ. And I was saying, well, I want some part of that for myself. So when I did that, I stepped out of obedience to Christ, and I went down my own path. For that, He gave me, like I said, a great big spanking. It changed my life forever. In many respects, I'll never stop praying for what I did. But at the same time, He showed me something about myself, how dangerous it is to live a life making your own decisions. Because when He's in control, then I don't speak out of turn, I don't love out of turn, I don't, I do everything right because He has control. He made me, knows how I ought, how I work, how I should relate to people, and so everything's fine. If the consequences are fine. There'll still be consequences, but there won't be negative in terms of the overall picture. But when I do things my own way, without His permission, without His leading, without His guiding, I'm in trouble.
why don't you just be grateful? This video would be helping pedophiles. Like, they'd be thinking, now they'd be using this. Thinking, look, I'm forgiven. See, he can be forgiven. I can be forgiven.
Well,
I can hear it now.
people would use that. People would use that.
That's right. See, so this is actually going to kind of damage me, but I don't give a shit.
Okay, well,
Just phone me. You got a certain amount of time, man. You know what? I think you should compensate for this first
you think I should what?
I think you should compensate for the video for what she's done.
Already did.
She didn't see nothing. You compensated to the government, not her.
I can't start giving money away. I'm sorry.
I'm not talking about money.
I can't
think of something.
I can't contract you either.
No, you can't. That's right. But you can think of something. You got my contact.
What can I do?
Think about it. Ask God.
I have no. I'll ask you. But if I made any kind of contact with any kind of strike that I'm trying to get a message to Andrew, I would be arrested.
You won't get to arrested.
Well,
Seriously, because
I'm
even
sorry,
I would
John.
step in and say, this is me going out of my way. She's not in
Honestly,
contact with you.
I would never do that to
She's not
anybody.
sending me messages to give to you.
No, and I don't want that.
I'm speaking on her behalf. That's what I'm doing. And I'm speaking on a lot of kids. I have a child who's 3 years old, and I'm going to teach him to pick up his jaw and beat the shit out of him and try to touch it.
Again, if you're saying things that Jesus wouldn't approve of, then I can't go on. And, you know, the Bible's full of stuff that he said, and he also he leads me because he's in my heart.
Did you listen to that Bible long ago?
I should. I definitely should. And that was the worst thing he called ever did. So he couldn't pay me enough money to make me do that again to anybody, young or old. But at the same time, we have to recognize now where we are now, and we have to go forward. So.
Did you want to say goodbye to your family and stuff? I should let you go.
I have to.
That's right.
Okay, John. Nice meeting you.
I
can't
kept everybody else out of the camera too for you.
Listen, I can't get in touch with you for a while because, like I said, it's summertime and our kids all come home from the summertime.
We'll figure it out. I'm not spreading it. The video's just going to be there. I'm not sharing it everywhere. It's not going to be viral. It takes time for that to happen. Probably 2 months before it goes up and gets viral.
I'm asking again, not showing. I hope it don't.
You keep asking.
I'll give you. We'll call you in the fall. And we'll get it.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Shit.
Hola, adios.
That was fucked up. I don't even know how to take that. We got him. There's the guy. No bike, I know. My excuse would be it's too windy. Anyway, he's there. I got him. Long conversation. This guy spit it out. He's trying to act like he's forgiven and shit by God and stuff.
Yeah.
And I told him, you know what? I expected that. Didn't I say that? If he's going to church, it's expected. Oh my God. Let's pull over and have a smoke somewhere, but away from here. I need a cigarette, buddy. It's like so bad. That was hardcore. I'm going to show you the video. Oh. So, ladies and gentlemen.
I noticed when you went in, a lot of people came running out so quick.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh well, who cares? I'm not there to scare anybody. I'm just there to tell everybody who the hell he is. But anyway, he wants to talk and call in the fall. You hear this, ladies and gentlemen? So let's just. You want to say, please don't put up this video. I'm changed, man. I'm all fucking healed and yada yada yada. Sorry for the language, but shit, I'm pissed right off, man. I can't stand that. And now she says in a year all that lift it's all gonna be lifted in a year. All that shit on Angie. It's gonna be lifted. He's even applying for pardon. I got it all recorded, man. I recorded the whole fucking thing with this meatball. Oh, I'm so angry. I'm so angry. Do you know how much it took me to just go, man? Jeez.
I'm surprised that they never tried to kick you out of the church.
Oh no, I played like I was, you know, talking to a guy looking for some God's advice. Everyone's looking at me and they're like, who's talking to a guy? Weird. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen it. This is what I'm doing. Leave your comments. He doesn't want me to post this video up. He says it'll damage, but leave your comments. I'm posting it up. Tell me what he says before I make it viral. Or try to, anyway. I don't even know how to do that shit. I'm just a guy that tries to expose pedophiles. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you.